Please welcome Mr. Franklyn G. Burley.
Good evening. I'm Franklyn, son of Franklyn and Carol. I request the elders to speak to the village. Will the elders give me permission to speak? To my Muslim brothers, I say, Assalamu alaikum. To my Christian brothers, I say, he has risen, he will rise again. To my Jewish brothers, Shalom. To my Buddhist brothers, Namaste. Is that the right way to say that? To my extraterrestrial brothers, may the force be with you. There's some Star Wars folks out there. And to my rosters, free the land, all praises due from the garden of the Most High. And to the rest of y'all, what's up? And then we're closing the month out with Kemet in the Desert series, Dr. Renoko Rashidi on Thursday night, the 22nd. This is happening at the West Las Vegas Library Theater. We're so gracious that they grant us this, they allow us to have this space to talk about it. And this is a whole week in a culture. And it will be Dr. Renoko Rashidi, whose practice is finding the global black presence. He goes to China, he finds black people in pictures, in their own words. He goes to Russia, he acquaints us with Pushkin, one of the greatest Russian writers who is African. He goes all over the world. I believe he's been to over 120 countries, and he takes images of black people. He goes to Ethiopia, he takes trips to Mexico to show us the Olmec heads, because the first African statues in Mexico that they found. How did these African statues get here? Maybe Africans were there. He uncovers how that happened and what happens to bring that transformation. And then we're having Professor Mira and Ashura Kwesi. The people who took me to Kemet, you should go see Africa because the book's in stone. This brother and sisters, the husband and wife couple, have been going back to Kemet for the past 40 years. They work with Dr. Ben, Dr. Ivan Van Sertima, Dr. Sheikh Anta Diop. These are master teachers that still walk amongst us. And I was blessed to go to Cairo and Egypt and travel the Delta Nile with them all the way down to the Sudanese border. So they will show you the books in stone and pictures and tell us about our great leaders. And Mira Kwesi, his wife, specializes in telling us the black woman's struggle. It's more than Cleopatra. These are slave shackles. Every one of us who's melanated has somebody that brought us here, related to us, that looked like us, that was imprisoned in these. Every melanated soul on these shores and through most of the continental Americas, including the Caribbean, this is what binds us, these slave shackles. And you'll notice these slave shackles are closed. There's a lock on them. That means that the last soul that was in these slave shackles is still there. They played the drums in front of the slave shackles and someone's soul just was released. Brother Hassani does a lot of things in this community. I make sure that as long as I have these opportunities to talk to city council and use the platform of the radio station, that we get some kudos from our folks. So today, the city proclamation is for Brother Hassani. Today's probably because I want to recognize who you are and how you say it, but today, Las Vegas, it's China Hudson Day. I dress different, but this Memphis brother here has been my brother through the time and the efforts that I put through and many of the things and endeavors that I've done, and he did it before. He opened this movie, he opened this theater. He had the first set of plays here. He brought black culture, not that it had to be brought, but he restored black culture here in Las Vegas, because we know that all those great actors and actresses who were on the stage on the strip was black culture. Even though they couldn't stay in those hotels, Red Fox was black culture. Rita Franklyn, black culture. Oscar Robinson is black culture here in Las Vegas. So I believe in giving people their flowers. We have a city proclamation for Mr. Robinson, because he came back and he does this for us. And he puts this, I may stand here and get the folks together, and I ain't gonna lie, I make some of the investments. Mr. Robinson does the work. And we have a city proclamation that makes today Oscar Robinson Day, signed by our Ricky Brown. So if I may, you know, this is history. Oscar Robinson's made history here. I want it on film, and I want you to give these flowers, because I couldn't do it without this brother. So, let's start the program, just so you know. This brother does the work. And Councilman Barlow, when I came for the proclamation, he says, Mr. Furley, you realize that you placed 4, now 5 African Americans on the Nevada State Legislation Registry for eternity. I was like, no, I ain't got no more warrants, do I? He said, no, but when we do make a day of a proclamation, it stays on the Nevada Registry forever. So we've had Dr. Renoka Rashidi, Dr. Leonard Jeffries, Dr. James Small, we also had Yusef Salaam, and now Oscar Robinson. His name will be in perpetuity in the state of Nevada forever for the work that he's done here at this theater and in this community. He has restored Black culture. See, Black history didn't just start in this continent. It's the beginning of time. And I gotta say hi to my Greek family out there. Welcome back. Yeah, the Divine Nine. I know you're in the place to be, but welcome back. Because everything the Divine Nine stood for was taken from them. They took it off they took it off the walls in Egypt. So while you may be Greek in letters, you're Egyptian in thought. So welcome home. That's coming out of the darkness, y'all. But as I said, what we're gonna have tonight is that message. There's a message in the music. You may not understand Kanye Tiller. I can't hear the Migos mumbling either. But I know what Marvin Gaye was talking about. I know what Bob Marley was talking about. I know what Etta James was talking about. I know what wade in the water means. There's a message in our music, and it always has. That's American on this continent. It's the beginning of blues. It's the beginning of jazz. It's the beginning, definitely, of hip-hop. And don't think that that Jim Crow era stopped any of that Motown flavor that Aretha Franklin said. Respect, respect. And now they're singing it harder than us, huh? All right, now I'm gonna leave that alone because we're still in this, we're Black history. But Mr. Robinson has put together this project with these people. And I hope you understand what they're gonna try to convey to you is to take this armor, come out of the darkness. Our elected officials sometimes are in darkness. Our families are in darkness. The things we see and the things that our children are watching continue to keep us in the darkness. Be like Dr. King. Come out of the darkness, and that's all he wanted us to do. So tonight, without any further ado, I place you in the most capable hands of my brother. And I mean that, because he owed me money. All right, now y'all know, I ain't asking for it back. I'm just telling you he owed me, so that's how you know he's my brother. If he was my friend, I'll be like, well, you seen him? No, my brother can hold on to my money because what he does, in the contrary of people up here do, I cannot do. It's opening our soul to give us the humanity we need to fortify us and to become armor in this cloudy time. Without any further ado, it's been my pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. This is the 6th annual Kemet in the Desert Series, 2019. Mr. Oscar Robinson will take you and enjoy, and get some sunshine in your face.